We good? Think so. All right. Hopefully everyone's having a nice Thursday. Been kind of chilly outside today. So yeah, we're talking more sports. We're gonna talk a little NFL. Gonna talk NHL. Gonna talk NBA, and then we're gonna do an NBA tier list slash power rankings. So yeah, let's get right into it. All right, so in terms of NFL, there's a Thursday night football game between the Jets and the Patriots. I mean, Patriots should absolutely destroy them, to be honest. Yeah. All right, on to the NHL games from yesterday. There was four NHL games. First game was Rangers beating the Tampa Bay Lightning 7-3. See, for the Rangers, Artemi Panarin with 4 assists. Alexis Lafreniere with a goal. JT Miller with a goal. Will Coley and Vincent Trocheck with both 2 goals. Will Borgen with a goal. And Adam Fox with 2 assists. Then for the Lightning, Jake Getzel with a goal. Zemgus Girgensons with a goal. And Scott Saborin with a goal as well. Then Oilers and Flyers. The Oilers beating the Flyers 2-1 for the Oilers. Jack Roslovic with a goal and Evan Bouchard with a goal. And for the Flyers, the only goal being Matej Michkov. Next, we got the Utah Mammoth beating the Buffalo Sabres 5-2. 2 goals for the Sabres was by Isaac Rosen. And for the Mammoth, got 5 different goal scorers: Nick Schmaltz, JJ Peterka, Lawson Krause, Clayton Keller, and Nick DeSimone. Actually, yeah, Nick Schmaltz with the goal. Nick Schmaltz and JJ Peterka also both had assists as well, also along with Clayton Keller as well. The last game was the New Jersey Devils beating the Chicago Blackhawks 4-3. For the Devils, Dawson Mercer with a goal, and Simon Nemec, a defenseman, with a hat trick. Very rare hat trick there for a defenseman. Jack Hughes with 2 assists. Then for the Blackhawks, Connor Bedard with a goal, Sam Lafferty with a goal, and Landon Slaggert with a goal, and Louis Crevier with 2 assists, as well as Nick Foligno. Games tonight, you got the Kings and Maple Leafs, Stars and Canadiens, Ducks and Red Wings, Bruins and Senators, Capitals Panthers, Oilers Blue Jackets, Sharks Flames, Sabres Avalanche, Jets Kraken, and Islanders and Golden Knights. Let me grab my water real quick. Alright, there you go. Lots of NBA games to go over. See, first up we got the Orlando Magic beating the New York Knicks 124-107. See, for the Magic, Franz Wagner with 28 points, Desmond Bane with 22 points, Anthony Black with 17, Jalen Suggs with 14, Wendell Carter Jr. with 13. For the Knicks, Jalen Brunson with 31 points, Karl Anthony Towns with 15 points, 12 rebounds. And so we got the Charlotte Hornets beating the Milwaukee Bucks 111-100. See, for the Bucks, Ryan Rollins with 25 points, Miles Turner with 21 points. No Giannis yesterday. For the Hornets, Miles Bridges with 20 points, Ryan Kalkbrenner with 17, Colin Sexton and Colin Kneppel with 16, Trey Mann with 13. Yeah. Next up, we got my Detroit Pistons beating the Chicago Bulls 124-113. For the Bulls, Matej Buzels with 21 points, 14 rebounds. Kevin Huerter with 20 points. Isaac Okoro with 15. Ayo Dosunmu with 12. And for my Pistons, Paul Reed with 28 points, 13 rebounds. He had a huge game yesterday. Dennis Jenkins with 18 points, 12 assists. Duncan Robinson with 23 points. And then Karis LeVert with 17. Next, we got the Cleveland Cavaliers beating the Miami Heat 131-16. For the Cavs, Jared Allen with 30 points, 10 rebounds. DeAndre Hunter with 21 points. Craig Porter Jr. with 19. Lonzo Ball with 15. Then for the Heat, Norman Powell with 27 points. Andrew Wiggins with 17. Davion Mitchell with 16. Kelly Ware with 15 points, 13 rebounds. Simone Fontecchio with 13. Next up, we got the Boston Celtics beating the Memphis Grizzlies, 131-95. For the Grizzlies, Jaren Jackson Jr. with 18. And for the Celtics, Peyton Pritchard with 24 points, Derek White with 20, Jaylen Brown with 19. Yeah. All right, next up we got the Portland Trailblazers beating the New Orleans Pelicans 125-117. For the Trailblazers, Danny Advia with 32 points, Shadon Sharp with 35, Drew Holiday with 17 points, 10 assists. And for the Pelicans, Derek Queen with 26 points, Sadiq Bey with 25, Trey Murphy with 22, Jeremiah Fears with 15. Next up we got is the Golden State Warriors beating the San Antonio Spurs 125-120. For the Warriors, obviously Steph Curry with 46 points, Jimmy Butler with 28 points, Moses Moody with 19. And for the Spurs, Victor Wembanyama with a triple-double, 31 points, 10 assists, 15 rebounds, as well as Stephon Castle with 23 points, 10 rebounds, and assists. Devin Vassell with 15 points, De'Aaron Fox with 13. Next up, we got the Houston Rockets beating the Washington Wizards 135-112. For the Wizards, Alex Sarr with 25 points, 11 rebounds. Keyshawn George with 16 points. Then for the Rockets, Kevin Durant with 23 points. Amen Thompson with 18. Reed Shepard with 21. Tari Easton with 20. Alperen Sengun with 16 points, 13 rebounds. Jabari Smith with 15. Then next up, we got the Phoenix Suns beating the Dallas Mavericks 123-114. For the Suns, Devin Booker with 26 points. Grayson Allen with 23 points. Dylan Brooks with 18. And for the Mavericks, Klay Thompson with 19 points. Brandon Williams with 17. Cooper Flagg with 16. Daniel Gafford with 15. Max Christie, Najee Martin both with 12. Next up, we got the OKC Thunder beating the Los Angeles Lakers 121-92. For the Lakers, Luka with 19 points. Don Knack with 16. Austin Reeves and Rui Hachimura were both with 13. Then for the Thunder, SGA with 30 points. Isaiah Joe with 21. AJ Mitchell with 14. Yeah. Two more games to go over. We got the Atlanta Hawks beating the Sacramento Kings 133-100. For the Hawks, Oyaka Okongwu with 21 points. Jalen Johnson with 24 points and rebounds. Zachary Risashe with 15 points. Kristaps Porzingis with 13. Nikhil Alexander-Walker with 14. Then for the Kings, Keon Ellis with 20 points. And that's pretty much it. Then finally, we got the Denver Nuggets beating the Los Angeles Clippers 130-116. For the Nuggets, Nikola Jokic with 55 points with 12 rebounds, shooting 18 for 23 from field goal range, shooting 5 for 6 from beyond the arc. And, 55 points for Nikola Jokic. What a game for him. Aaron Gordon with 18, Jamal Murray with 15. Then the Clippers, James Harden with 23 points, Jordan Miller with 22, and Zubac with 18. All right, there are 3 NBA games tonight. Got Raptors, Cavaliers, Hawks, Jazz, and Pacers, Suns. Alrighty. Give me one moment. Alright. Alright, let's get this power rankings / tier list out the way. Alright, so first thing we gotta talk about is the Golden State Warriors. They lost to the Nuggets, beat the Pacers, lost to the Thunder, beat the Spurs. So yeah, again, very up and down results. They're currently 7-6. I'd probably say fit right into B tier. Yeah, I mean they're definitely better than like these like bottom six teams, but they're yeah. I'd probably say B tier. I mean, beating the Spurs, pretty good. That's a pretty good win there. I mean, 3 out of the 4 teams were pretty difficult. So, and they did beat the Pacers, which is the easy game there. So yeah, probably B tier. All right, next up we got the Atlanta Hawks. Yeah, lost to the Raptors, beat the Lakers, beat the Clippers, and beat the Kings. So, I mean, yeah, pretty good games there for Atlanta. Again, I think I'll probably move them into B tier. Yeah, and beating the Lakers, that's a good look. Yeah, and then obviously winning back-to-back games and the West Coast. Yeah, I mean, that pretty good results there for Atlanta. Gotta put them right at B tier. All right, next up we got is the Cleveland Cavaliers. Yeah, beat the Wizards, beat the Bulls, and then split the 2 games with the Heat. They could have won both those games against the Heat. But obviously the buzzer beater by Andrew Wiggins. Yeah, Cavs go in A tier. Very comfortable A tier, in fact. Yeah, they're not quite S tier. They're not as good as like those teams that I'm gonna put in S tier, but definitely A tier for sure. All right, next up we got is the New York Knicks, who beat the Nets, beat the Grizzlies, and then lost to the Magic yesterday. Again, I think with the Knicks, I'll probably just put them right A tier. Again, not quite at S tier, but they beat the teams they're supposed to. They're 7-1 at home. That's very impressive. They only played 3 road games, which they're 0-3 in, but I think they're not going to be that bad on the road this year, though. I think their away games were all difficult anyway. So yeah, A tier, definitely for the New York Knicks. So next up we got is the Denver Nuggets. You beat the Warriors, beat the Pacers, beat the Kings, beat the Clippers. Yeah, they're on a big win streak here. 6-game win streak. I think the Nuggets gotta go S tier. They're 9-2. Yeah, nine wins out of 11 games. Yeah, I think S tier's gotta be. I think you have to put the Nuggets in S tier. I don't really know. I'm not sure really why you wouldn't. See, next up we got the Minnesota Timberwolves. They beat the Jazz, Kings, and then beat the Jazz again. So again, like the Timberwolves opponents, really not the best, not the greatest opponents for Minnesota. But I mean, they did win up. They didn't end up being all 3. I guess I'd probably put them B tier, like very in front of B tier though. Very close to A tier, not quite A tier though. I think they definitely could make it to A tier. If they keep winning their games, they definitely could move up to A tier for sure. But yeah, I think B tier, very in front of B tier. Next up, we got my Detroit Pistons. Beat the Nets, beat the Sixers, beat the Wizards, beat the Bulls. Again, like those are not the greatest opponents. I mean, the Sixers and Bulls are pretty good, but pretty decent. But they're 10-2. They're on top of the East. Gotta put them S tier. When you're on top of the conference, I think you almost gotta be in S tier, regardless of what opponents you play. But yeah, I mean they're the first team to get to 10 wins in the Eastern Conference, so that's why they gotta be out in the front in the Eastern in this tier list as a S tier. See, next up we got the Phoenix Suns. They beat the Clippers. They beat the Clippers again. and then they beat the Pelicans, and they beat the Mavericks. Again, none of those teams are good, but again, I mean the Suns, they're winning games they're supposed to. B tier. But we have not had a single team down in these three tiers yet. But trust me, we'll definitely get there. Suns, I mean, a low win streak going on there. Over 500 record, yeah, B tier. All right, see, next up we got is the Portland Trailblazers. See, they lost to the Heat, lost to the Magic, and then beat the Pelicans. I mean, their two losses were very, very competitive losses. Like they could have won either one of those games. So yeah, again, I don't think they're bad enough to be C tier yet. They're not bad enough to be C tier. Gotta put them B tier. Like they're not that bad. They're not bad enough to be in C tier quite yet. They could drop to C tier eventually, but for now I gotta put them in B tier. I mean, especially compared to these other teams in the West. Yeah, for sure. All right, see, next up we got is the Oklahoma City Thunder. I mean, they beat the Kings, beat the Grizzlies, beat the Warriors, beat the Thunder. Dude, they only have one loss in 13 games. S tier. I mean, like, there's no other. Like, if you don't have the Thunder in S tier, you just don't know. You don't know. You just don't know ball. Simple as that. S tier. Don't gotta say anything else about it. Thunder, yeah. Let's see. Next up, we got the Dallas Mavericks. They lost to the Grizzlies, beat the Wizards, lost to the Bucks, lost to the Suns. Yeah, it's been a really, really poor start for the Mavericks. It's been looking really, really bad for them. I think I gotta put them F tier. I have to put them F tier. They've been horrible this year. They've been horrible. They just can't win games. They just can't. That's just that bad. Next up, we got the Memphis Grizzlies, who beat the Mavericks, lost to the Thunder, Knicks, and the Celtics. I mean, the Grizzlies aren't much better, but since they did beat the Mavericks, I'd probably say D tier. But trust me, the Grizzlies are not that good either. Like, now we're starting to get into like these stinky teams here. Even the next team we're about to talk about also stinky. But yeah, Grizzlies D tier, they're also bad. Next up, we got the Washington Wizards, lost to the Cavs, Mavericks, Pistons, and Rockets. F tier. They have one win in 12 games. No explanation needed. Let's see. Next up, we got is the San Antonio Spurs. Yeah, beat the Rockets, beat the Pelicans, beat the Bulls, lost to the Warriors. Even with their loss to the Warriors, still gotta put them A tier. Like, pretty comfortable A tier in that matter. Again, right, like not as good as like the Thunder or the Nuggets, but yeah, just right below them. Let's see. Next up, we got the New Orleans Pelicans. Lost to the Spurs, lost to the Suns, lost to the Trailblazers. They're 2-9, F tier. Yeah, there's a lot of bad teams in the NBA this year. I'll say that there is quite a bit of bad team this year. But yeah, F tier, gotta be. Let's see. Next up, we got the Chicago Bulls. Lost to the Bucks, lost to the Cavs, lost to the Spurs, lost to the Pistons. So they're on a low losing streak. I guess I'd probably put them C tier. I mean, I know like all the opponents they lost to are pretty good opponents, but again, like the Bulls are just falling right back to mediocrity. Where they typically belong. So yeah, C tier's got it. C tier 100,000%. Let's see, next up we got is the Philadelphia 76ers. You beat the Raptors. I went to that game. And then lost to the Pistons and then beat the Celtics. Yeah, I mean, Sixers probably A tier. I think A tier. I think is fair for the Sixers. I mean, I think they're a very good team. I don't really see a reason why they would be they would fall off. I mean, they have a very strong starting five. Yeah, I mean, Sixers. I think they're going to be a very scary team to go up against for the rest of the year. See, next up we got it's the Houston Rockets. They lost to the Spurs. Beat the Bucks. Beat the Wizards. Again, A tier for the Rockets. Yeah. Yeah, really don't need that much explanation there. Yeah, very comfortable A tier. So next up we got is the Los Angeles Lakers. I see they lost to the Hawks, beat the Hornets, lost to the Thunder. I mean, obviously losing to the Thunder, that's really... Everyone's been losing to the Thunder this year. Yeah, they beat the Hornets. I mean, losing to the Hawks, that's not a great look. They're still, what, 8-4? They're between A and B tier. They're between A and B tier for me. I think barely just A tier, but like it's like they're very very good conversations to be had about if they're in B tier. Like they're definitely in the conversation for B tier, but I'll give them the benefit of doubt A tier. So next up we got is the Brooklyn Nets. Lost to the Pistons, lost to the Knicks, lost to the Raptors. Again, they have one win in 11 games. F tier. Really no explanation needed once again. Yeah. Next up, we got the Milwaukee Bucks. They beat the Bulls, lost to the Rockets, beat the Mavericks, lost to the Hornets. Yeah, losing to the Hornets is pretty bad, but they didn't have Giannis in that game, so... Again, like, mixed results there. Right, B tier. Yeah, I mean, seems about right for them. Alright, next up, we got the Toronto Raptors. Yeah, beat the Hawks, lost to the Sixers, and then beat the Nets. I don't know, again, the Raptors, I just find them mid. I find the Raptors to be very, very, very mediocre this year. I mean, like I feel like they've been, you know, it just feels like they've been like mediocre to below average for like a long time, anyway. So, gotta have to be in C tier. See, next up we got the Orlando Magic. Let's see. Yeah, they split games with the Celtics, beat the Trailblazers, and then beat the Knicks. So Orlando, again, probably B tier. Yeah, probably. That's seems right. I mean, I don't know. I find that I trust the Magic more than like the Raptors and the Bulls. That's just me, though. Let's see. Next up, we got the Utah Jazz. Lost both games to the Timberwolves, and then did destroy the Pacers. But again, everyone destroys the Pacers, so D tier. Yeah, everyone destroys the Pacers. Next up, we got the Los Angeles Clippers. Lost both games to the Suns. Lost to the Hawks. Lost to the Nuggets. Yeah, the Clippers on a really bad losing streak. D tier. 3-8. I mean, 3-8. That's gotta be definite D tier at least D tier, maybe even F. Very close to F tier. Next up, we got the Charlotte Hornets. Lost to the Heat, lost to the Lakers. Did beat the Bucks. Gives them a little bit more credit, but still D tier. 4-7 is 4-7. Simple as that. Alright, there you go. Alright, next up we got the Miami Heat. Let's see. Yeah, so they beat the Hornets, beat the Trailblazers, and split games with the Cavs. Yeah, they have the same record as the Hawks, so definitely got to go B tier for sure there. Give me one moment. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, Heat, same record as the Hawks, so B tier, comfortable. Let's see. Actually, I'm gonna talk about the Celtics next. Let me talk about the Celtics. All right. Next up, we got the Boston Celtics. Yeah, split games with the Magic, lost to the Sixers, beat the Grizzlies. Again, Celtics, they've been mid. Again, not having Jason Tatum, definitely hurts them, but still, really, I mean, you saw Jaylen Brown. Really, no reason for you to be that mediocre. Really. And so we got the Sacramento Kings. Lost to Thunder, lost to Timberwolves, lost to Nuggets, lost to the Hawks. Yeah, they're on a 4-game losing streak and they're 3-9. Probably gotta go F tier. Yep, gotta go F tier for sure. And the last team we gotta talk about is the Indiana Pacers. Yeah, lost to the Nuggets, Warriors, and Jazz. Again, same exact situation with the Wizards and the Nets. They have one win F tier. Yep. Pretty easy there. Man, I absolutely flew by that. Wow, we flew by that. Oh, wait. I thought it was Ghosty's remote. Actually, I gotta use the bathroom real quick, so I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. All right, today this is my tier list right here. Yeah. So let me readjust within the tiers now. So I think in terms of the worst team, I think you probably have to give it to the Wizards. I mean, they're 1-11, so really don't need that much explanation there. I probably say then I'll probably go Pacers, then the Nets. You know what? Yeah, that's actually perfect. Wizards, Pacers, Nets, Pelicans, Mavericks, Kings. Good enough for me. Then I'll probably say in D tier, I'd probably say the Hornets out in front, then the Jazz, then the Grizzlies, and then the Clippers. Yeah. Then in terms of C tier, I'll probably say, yeah, Raptors, then the Bulls, and the Celtics. That seems good in that tier. And then a bunch of teams in B tier, I'd probably say. I think we go Blazers, Warriors. Actually, I think I'm going Magic, Blazers, Warriors, Suns. Bucks, Hawks, Heat, Timberwolves. In B tier. Then in A tier, I'm probably going to go probably Lakers, Rockets. Actually, I'm gonna go Sixers, Lakers, Rockets. Then probably probably go Knicks, Cavs, Spurs. And then in S tier, I'm gonna go Nuggets, Pistons, and number one is the Thunder. Again, I definitely said this last week. The Thunder are going to be staying at number one for pretty much the whole season. I don't think there's not going to be a single moment where I take them out of S tier. Not one. They're going to be in S tier for the whole year. But yeah. So yeah, that's my NBA Power Rankings tier list / tier list. Yeah. So yeah, I know we just blitzed through that. Wasn't really expecting to wasn't really expecting to go that quickly, to be honest. But yeah, that's going to be the end of the stream. I know it was very short, but yeah, we talked NFL, we talked NHL, we talked NBA, and then we did NBA TLS / Power Rankings. So, yeah, follow me on all socials. Subscribe to YouTube. Follow me on TikTok and Instagram. Follow me on Twitch. Hope you all have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. See ya.